To say that Suicide Squad has had some issues would be a massive understatement. The script was allegedly written in just 6 weeks, apparently after box setting the entire Resident Evil film series. It was then subject to massive reshoots after the criticism levelled at Batman v Superman: Dawn of Migraines. And then you get to the cast. After Tom Hardy bailed to grumble his way through The Revenant, you were left with the star of the rebooted RoboCop, the star from After Earth, Jai Courtney, a former model, a former soap star, and others. Although not Miles Teller for some unknown reason. And of course, owing to DC Decree 04027, both Batman and the Joker turn up. Bat gets 5 seconds of screen time, Joker slightly more, but you could have removed both from the film completely and it would have made minimal difference. But to answer the big question, is this film better than Dawn of Migraines? Yes. And the extended edition? Yes. But that's mostly because it's trying to be its own film with some hints towards setting up others, instead of trying to set up 15 others and be its own thing, and it does that by keeping its plot really, really simple. A truly generic villain with a henchman straight out of Gods of Egypt is planning to take over the world by the use of a giant floating portal in the sky, because of course it is. Feeling that it has no other options, the government sends in 6 villains on a suicide mission to destroy the portal, kill the villain, and try to save an entire cinematic universe. And all I wanted this film to do was copy classic war film The Dirty Dozen. Swap Nazis for CGI monsters and blackmailed soldiers for villains, and you're pretty much there. And they couldn't. For a start, as the biggest stars, both Smith and Robbie get the most screen time. And that's fine, apart from the fact that it makes the rest of the squad feel shoehorned in. Hell, Katana and Captain Boomerang could have been removed entirely and nobody would have noticed. Most of the battles are CGI based, and not really very exciting, as 99% of the villain's army are basically zombies and seem to pose very little threat to the team. The fight choreography really sucked as well. And whilst I didn't read a lot of DC growing up, I was always pretty sure that the Suicide Squad didn't go everywhere backed up by a hell of a lot of people with guns, because, well, if ordinary people with the power of guns can defeat this threat, then is the squad even needed? Also, I found the film rather conventional. A depressing number of the squad seem to have hearts of gold, and for a city that's been overrun by hive-minded zombies, the squad seems to have a lot of time to just chill. And did I mention that you can really tell where the reshoots took place? Because whilst the film was released in the UK with a 15 rating, it didn't really feel like a 15. It felt like a 12A with a few reshoots designed to bump the rating up. But even then, I didn't see anything that I haven't seen in another 12A. Naturally, it's shot in the DC style of doom and gloom, and I found very little humour that's becoming indicative of what I expect from a DC superhero film. Make it more anarchic. Give the squad a threatening villain and throw in some jokes and you could have had a much better film. As it is, this film has been banned in China for all time and I really can't see that they're missing out on much. Not when they could watch the much better 2014 release Assault on Arkham, or hell, even The Dirty Dozen. Maybe the inevitable unrated cut on DVD will be better, but until then this film is if nothing else. If nothing else is on, yeah, go and check it out. Otherwise, just don't bother. I'm Daniel, this is A Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.